Greetings to readers, viewers, and listeners, and welcome to this next episode in the Advent tradition on the Autistic Superblog called The Advent Hope. This one's going to be a little bit different from previous ones. There's no Bible verses going into this one. There's no readings going into this one. There's no there's nothing of that sort that you usually see in previous videos of the Advent Hope this year. But it is for a purpose. You may have realized in the last year or so, I've dedicated the Advent Hope and Letters for Lent to the memory of the late great Joseph Defino Sr. Well, all the things I've talked about him in past videos are going to be coming up here because as it's a couple of days as of the day I am recording this, as of the time this will air on the 1 year anniversary of Joe Sr.'s passing. And I felt like I might want to take this time to kind of give a reflection on the kind of individual that Joe Sr. was. Speaking for myself personally, he was a wonderful teacher. He was a wonderful Catholic, very well read, very well spoken. My dear friend and his son, Joe Jr. said of Joe Sr., one of the most articulate men that he knew. And if you dare want a conversation with him, you better know you better know your subject very well. And that's exactly what Joe did. That's exactly what Joe Sr. did. I mean, he was well read. He lived the Catholic faith, and that's the best way I could describe it. He's someone that I personally, as a Roman Catholic, as an autistic Roman Catholic, hope to live up to at some point. I just one of the things I remember is wanting to be there for the family when I heard about the news. When I heard about the news that he had passed away, I wanted to be there for him and for the family. I felt like I owed it to him, and I was acutely aware of the casket, which had his jacket from the Kingston Tigers on, which he would sport everywhere he went. By the way, I mean he would sport it at least the times that I remember seeing it on. I mean, he usually would have it on him. But the one thing that I was always, not just because of his well-read nature, but of his kind nature. In a previous video, I've mentioned about him being generous to other people, myself included. That was spot on. Like, he was always generous, not just with his time. I should let you know right now that he prayed at Planned Parenthood clinics. He would always go the extra mile for the pro-life community. I mean, he gave his heart and soul to the pro-life community. He wanted to make sure that everyone knew that their life mattered. And if you guys do readers and viewers think about the Hopecast that goes on, it's kind of an extension of that. He wanted to make sure people realized that no matter who you are, what you believed, what you didn't believe or not, that your life matters. Like, that your story matters. That your gifts matter. Not only to the community, but to you as well. I remember a time when being in a group called Crescia, which I'm still a part of. um, where he would always be the leader of the group of the Ultra movement that would meet in their parish before it closed every month, and I always look forward to it because for me, I knew that whatever I was going to hear was going to be really deep, it was going to be really thoughtful, and it was something that, again, as a Roman Catholic myself, I only hope that I'm reaching a fraction of what he does. And this is going to be also a plug for a Cursillo in that regard. If you're a guy, if you're a lady or a guy that's interested in learning more about the Catholic faith, and someone asks you to go to a Cursillo movement or a Cursillo a weekend, do it. Don't think about it. Do it. Take it from someone who's been there before, someone who's been, I mean, who's experienced it himself. If you have any qualms about it, if you have any problems with it, just know that God will take care of it. And know that it'll all work out in time. Trust me, I speak from experience. One of the things that Cursillo's made me realize is how little I knew about the faith, and it always makes me want to learn more about it. It's kind of the reason why I've been listening to Father Mike Schmidt's Bible in a Year and Catechism in a Year in the past. I still want to do it again, but I don't. I want to be able to devote a lot of time to it. Like I want to be able to really get into it because when I went through the Catechism in a Year and the Bible in a Year, I was not in the frame of mind that I'm in right now. I might want to try it again, I mean, if I get the opportunity. But the one thing I want to just say about Joe Sr. was 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 that he was a wonderful friend. Like he he radiated hope from his very being, and this is coming from someone who, in the beginning, didn't believe in God. He was a soldier. Uh, he was a soldier who, in the Korean War, and when he came back, met my best friend's mom, and it was her faith, Beverly's faith, God rest her soul, that changed him. And I wanted to say, if that one person could do anything for you, I just thought that my reflection on Joe Sr. makes you realize that you're not alone in your struggles. You're not alone. Even in the end, he showed more strength. I hope that I can. I hope I can emulate even a fraction of that. So that's gonna do it for my reflection on Joe Sr. Um, and in this video, as well as all the videos on the Advent, Hope, and Letters for Lent, will be dedicated to his memory, to Joe Sr.'s memory. And I hope you all enjoy this one. I know it's kind of, I know it's not exactly the regular Advent, Hope, or Letters for Lent, but I wanted to kind of bring this here today because, again, as a time this will drop, this episode will drop, it'll be 1 year since Joe Sr. passed away. So that's going to be the reflection for this one. I hope you all. Please indulge me in this. I mean, but I hope you all enjoy these videos. I enjoy doing them, and I want to just hope that you know from these videos that you matter. You matter not only to God, but also to yourselves and your community as well. So if you like these videos, please check me out here on the Autistic Super Channel on YouTube. You can check me out on X, Blue Sky, all that stuff. And you can check out all my videos on the AutisticSuperblog.wordpress.com. Stay safe, stay strong, God bless you all, and as always, shine on.